A thread by Carlos Osuita. Thomas G. Watts tweets to Carlos, "You sound like a mass shooter waiting for an inspirational trigger. Hopefully someone's monitoring you. You seem comfortable with your lopsided aggression, especially the thinly veiled yet seething misogyny you reveal. Many of us had bad childhoods, yet still know what's right." Carlos responds, "Whenever you talk about your own mental illness, it makes others panic because they think you're talking about their deficits. This guy doesn't know mass shooters from mass transit. And my seething misogyny is based on me openly admitting that some women can be, well, wait for it, horrible people. No idea what lopsided aggression means. Only my left side is aggressive, while my right side is placid. Mass shooters are as generic as they come. They have a lifetime of resentment against those whom they imagined wronged them. I have no resentment against anyone. That's one of the benefits of knowing that you've been dead your whole life. My biggest problem is finding entertainment that isn't childish. Horror movies are boring. I haven't watched TV news in 15 years. I don't even have a TV. As I said, I've achieved peace of mind. But people don't grasp written English. Mass shooters go through years of escalating violence, every single one. I was never violent. And I said, I've only lost it twice in my entire life, and even then, I didn't even harm anyone. The worst type of person in the world is the one who makes strangers pay for his own crappy life. I could tell you how much I've given to charity in the past 10 years. I had to sell some of my assets to finance surgeries and new teeth for a guy I've never even met. I didn't tell him. He's almost certainly going to be the next tech billionaire. I don't want money from him. What would I do with it? Here's the deal. My alien quality freaks people out. In 58 years, I've had exactly 2 friends. They were both massively popular, and they both approached me. After one conversation, we were best friends. My friend Steve and I were at this concert. There's Steve in the white shirt in front, slightly right of center. He died of asthma in 1997. The thing about having the life I've had, the afterlife, is that you don't waste time on things that don't matter. More important, you don't waste time on people who don't matter. My other friend, Nick, committed suicide in 2001. He was a quadriplegic. My own afterlife has no bearing on the lives of others. That's why I have no resentment. I'm way past the point of bothering with resentment. I fully expected both my parents to disown me as a final punishment for choosing not to be like them. My Las Vegas brother and I took care of them for 20 years so that they wouldn't have to go into managed care. I have 4 other siblings who had no contact with my parents except when asking for money. My parents let my Las Vegas brother and I stay in 2 of their houses. They paid for our health insurance and gave us each a salary. It was neither a good nor a bad arrangement. It was inevitable. If my Las Vegas brother and I hadn't taken care of them, nobody else would have. We did it because we were there. Nobody else, just us. That's why we did it. No resentment for 20 years. My father was the rudest man who ever lived, so sometimes it was tough, but I was his son. That gave me something. A psychiatrist and a hospice chaplain both said I was the strongest person they'd ever met. I'll tell you what kept me going. I never expected anything to get better. I had no hope at all, but I knew that there was a chance, so I stuck around. It wasn't hard. Mass shooters are angry that nobody accepts them. To this day, nobody accepts me because I'm not one of you. Can you understand how free that makes me? I'm not a slave to anger or misogyny, a term used only by harpies and men with no testicles. Mass shooters are bitter. and they think they're better than everyone else. When things are so bad that you died at 4 years old, bitterness is a laughable concept. Johnny Eck was born with no lower body. He lived to be 80 years old. He was asked, "Are you sad that you never had legs?" Here's his answer. That's like asking an Eskimo if he's sad that he never had a chance to eat an artichoke. I don't remember not being in an afterlife. I have no idea that I was so abnormal. And Thomas G. Watts is just another sorry ass predator. They seek me out, which is why I'm a hermit. Predators gotta hunt down prey. It's how they survive. Without people like me, Thomas G. Watts would die. I have no idea what a healthy relationship is, so I don't pine for something I never had. Every day, predators show me that hermitude is the right choice. If they had their way, I'd be dead, right? Thomas G. Watts. Well, guess what? I'm already 4/5 off the planet. The other side is going to be spectacular for me. As for you, well, link in the description.